Science Review, Heat Unit, Changes in States of Matter. We've spent a lot of time looking at particles, unique particles, how they function. The next step is to look at the connection between matter and energy. If you look at this drawing, you'll see that there's three major parts represented by circles or bubbles. Our job is to use these words and show our understanding of these words by placing them correctly on the drawing. The first thing you need to understand is states of matter. Normally on Earth, there are three states of matter. Solids, liquids, and gases are the main states, the main form in which you would discover matter. Let's use water, for example. At room temperature, normally you would discover water as a liquid. The other two states that you can find water would be a solid or a gas. So I can cross these off, gas, liquid, and solid. The next and most important part is to understand how these change. Let's begin with solid water. Normally we refer to that as ice. If we take solid ice and change it into a liquid, energy is transferred and there's a name given to that process. When solid ice becomes liquid, we refer to that as melting. A more scientific term is fusion. It's important to know the word fusion. Solid to liquid, we refer to it as melting or fusion. If we look at the opposite process, liquid water to solid, in everyday language we call that freezing. Using more scientific terms, solid solidification. Solidification has the word solid in it. Freezing and solidification is a process of changing liquid to solid. If you look at the next process, we could change a liquid into a gas. You might see this in the kitchen, for example, if you're boiling water to make Kraft Dinner, or if you're preparing tea. To go from liquid to gas, we say that evaporation has occurred. Evaporation. The opposite of the process of evaporation is going from a gas to liquid. You might see this on a summer morning where you step out onto the lawn and you discover some water, moisture collecting on the ground. Overnight, the liquid that has been in a gas form in the air has come together. The particles are closer and form liquid water. So we're going from gas to liquid. The name of the process is condensation. So far we have fusion, we have solidification, evaporation, and condensation. The last process we don't observe on a regular basis, going directly from a gas to a solid, or going from a solid directly to the gas. One example that you might be familiar with is liquid nitrogen. The name for this process is the same: sublimation and sublimation. Once again, there are three main states of matter: solid, liquids, and gases. And the process of change between these are referred to as fusion, solidification, evaporation, condensation, sublimation, and then a repeat sublimation. Changes in state of matter.